we have an opportunity to share a little bit about us and our business. And that could be in 30 seconds, 45, 60 seconds, depending on the region that you're in. And we have to wonder, are people remembering what you're saying, or is it forgettable? And so I'm super excited today to be joined by Bernardo. Welcome.
Thank you, Tiffany. How are you?
Glad to have you joining us all the way from the other side of the world, the south part of the world. Where are
Yes,
you joining us from?
Chile, actually.
Chile. Okay.
Yes,
And
I'm from
though you
Santiago,
live in
Chile.
you live in Chile, but you're not from there originally, right?
No,
That's something
I'm
somebody
not.
knows. No, something people don't know about you.
Yeah, most people don't know it there because I have a Chilean accent already because I've been here a long, long time. So people don't know that I'm a foreigner, but actually I'm Brazilian. So yeah,
Gotcha.
so
Well,
yeah, I speak Portuguese as well. So
okay. Well, we're gonna stick with English for this one
oh yeah,
today,
don't worry.
and let's talk a little bit about presentations because you were like, okay, let's talk about making a killer BNI presentation. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the thing is, I've noticed that most meetings I go to, people do like a cookie cutter, like a by the book presentation, but you don't need to. Actually, if you do that, you blend together with all the rest, right? If you go to a presentation, to a BNI meeting, or other networking instances, the thing is, a lot of people talk, so you tend to blend together. So if you blend together, you're just part of a blob, right? You're not part of the people don't remember you. And if people don't remember you, they won't refer you, they won't hire your services or anything like that. So you have to differentiate yourself, explain what you do better, and then, well, people can retain you in their minds, right? So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today.
Okay. So we want to make sure we're standing out, we're being memorable, because if people forget about us, if we blend in, they're not going to remember us, they're not going to think about us, they're not going to refer us. And we want them to refer us.
Yes.
So, how can we stand out? How can we be memorable? What can we do?
There's some parts to this. Okay, so the the main thing is you have to explain what you do, right? Uh, what you do has to be explained. People has to have to understand you, right? So the first thing is make it understandable, but make yourself a killer first impression and reveal your added value, right? And
Okay.
because nobody buys what they don't understand. Nobody refers what they don't understand. If I don't understand what you do, I won't. I can't do anything with you, right? I can refer you. I can. So the first thing, the most important thing is explain what you do. But it's easier said than done because for a lot of people, it's really hard to explain what they do, right? Because some businesses are inherently more complicated, right? They're inherently harder to explain, and some people are more challenged to do that. So, and the thing is, I've tried here to do some tips for those people and everybody else to make a presentation that will stand out, right? The first thing is make yourself a pitch that is really concise but entertaining and memorable, right?
Hmm. I sometimes I like to say enter training. So we're
Hmm.
training our sales team, and we need to be entertaining at the same time. So combine
Yes.
them together.
Yeah, because if your audience is bored, they will they stop paying attention, and that's yeah, you're just wasting your time from then on, right?
Right.
To make your pitch concise, you have to focus on what you do, right? Like break down your pitch and then just pick the essential, right? Okay, what do people really need to know about me? Because the thing is, I work a lot with technology based businesses, and the thing is, they it's really common that they will try to, okay, we work with the system Q45A, and we do that with that system, and then okay. The thing is, your artist doesn't care about the system Q48 or yeah, they don't care about that. They care about, they care about what you can do for them, right? If I'm a CEO, I don't know, and then you say, okay, I'll work with the system 48, 45A. Okay, I don't care. What can you do for me, right?
Right.
I don't know. I wanna save money. I wanna make my I don't know. Have less bureaucracy in my day to day. I don't know, anything the CEO wants. You have to condense that. Okay, what is my added value? What do I do better than anybody else? Okay, so I condense that. I make it really clear and really concise, and then I can expand from that to a better presentation, right? So the details don't matter. People tend to think that details are really important because, okay,
Mm.
if they don't know I work with that system, if they don't know I also do other things. No. Pick your I don't know, your best selling product, right? And then condense it to its like nucleus, right? Condense it and then work from that. Don't okay. Don't just try to explain things. Okay, because many people in BNI also, they don't prepare the presentation, right? They just
Yeah.
blab it. Okay, I do this and do that. And the thing is, people didn't get it. You didn't differentiate yourself. Okay, so you are mixed with the glove. That's not what you do. You want to differentiate yourself. You want to make yourself clear, and you want to make yourself more entertaining, right? So if you have down the like the nucleus of what you do, okay. So then let's work on that, right? And the next step is to entertain your audience, right? Put yourself in the place of the audience, right? Write your pitch and read it, okay, to yourself in front of the mirror, whatever works for you, and then say, okay, if if I were in the audience, would this impress me? Would this okay? Would I think, okay, that's interesting, or would I just think, okay, another one, let's go to the next, right? If that's but be sincere with yourself, of course, and then
Yeah.
think, okay, if you're boring yourself, you're most definitely boring your audience, right? So don't bore yourself. That's the first thing.
I
Sorry.
I always say it's fun to practice. This doesn't work with cats. This does work with dogs. But I practice with my dogs because if I can keep them entertained, like and engaged for 30 seconds, then hopefully the people will be engaged as I'm doing that as well.
Yeah,
We do have
actually, your
a couple
cats.
comments checking in, and then we'll let you get back to it. So Mr. Brad Boy One says entertainment. He definitely relates to that. So thank you so very much. And then I'm not sure who this Facebook user is. Sorry, sometimes it doesn't tell us who you are. So if you want to drop your name in a comment, that would be fine. I am working today. This is my last thing that I am doing today. It is a holiday tomorrow here in the United States, Bernardo. And so some people are working, some people aren't. This is my last appointment of the day. We got to come through with our BNI talks and get those presentations done. So
Yeah,
back over.
4th of July.
Yeah, tomorrow is the 4th of July, Independence Day. So it's a
Yeah, I
weird
saw the
thing.
movie.
It's like some people are working today, some people aren't. I'm doing my international work stuff, but no Americans am I doing anything with today. All
Well, I
right.
saw the movie. I saw the movie.
Oh yeah. Okay. There you go.
America saved the world from the aliens. Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. Independence Day. Oh, maybe that's a good movie to watch today. All right. Getting back to being entertaining.
Okay, yeah. So think about how you will be perceived, right? If you're gonna be perceived like another one of the pack, yeah, nobody will remember you. If nobody pays attention, nobody will buy from you. Nobody will refer to you. So people have to pay attention what you are doing. So yeah, practice in front of the mirror. Practice with your dog. practice with their, okay, so if your cat works for you, practice with that. Yeah. Or you can just, okay, practice in front of the camera, right? Or the computer, anything works, right? The thing is, think about how can I be entertaining, right? And you don't have to like read something. You can remember that the base is like have a couple bullet points in front of you and read it more natural, because when you read it, people notice and then they'll say, okay, he's reading a text or blah blah blah. Yeah. So think, be more natural, right? But the thing is, practice and have a couple of bullet points in front of you so you don't forget anything, right? Uh, okay, so make yourself be remembered, right? Differentiate yourself, and this is key. Make your audience either laughing or make your audience like have some emotion, right? Some kind of emotion. Be laughing, crying, really pleased, really really happy. I don't know, anything, right? And do something unexpected, right? Don't be afraid to make something crazy. Uh, and that's key, because many times when I go to my chapter in BNI, right, I do something crazy. I do something, okay. The other day I thought, okay, who here reads? And everybody like, I'll read. I said, okay, no, nobody here reads. Don't be liars. Because of course you're gonna read a book sometimes, but yeah, you're not gonna read, because when people send you websites and pamphlets and things on the internet, you don't read them. Be honest, right? The thing is, okay, so everybody we started paying attention, right?
Mhm.
And of course, because I'm saying, okay, you are liars, but of course you're not liars. Yeah, I'm doing something playful, right? But the
Yeah.
thing is, nobody wants to read what people send in the internet, right? So, okay, so people are paying attention. And the thing is, do something crazy. If it doesn't work, okay, next week you do something more traditional, right? It didn't lose anything, right? You're trying new things, and you can. And sometimes you do something unexpected, something crazy, and it really works, and you can milk that, right? So don't be afraid of doing something crazy and do something unexpected, because when you do that, people will remember. And there's something there that a member here in BNI Chile he does that I really love, and I'm really trying to do something in that vein, and I haven't found that yet. But the thing is, this guy makes he prints things, right? He prints like pamphlets and business cards and stuff like that. And he says, "My name is Luis Yanez, and ink runs through my veins."
uh,
Okay, so everybody thinks, okay, who's the guy? Who's that guy who have inks in their veins? Okay, I have Luis. Okay, so right, because that's really memorable, right? People remember that, and sometimes years after. The other day, a guy who wasn't in BNI anymore, he wanted something brilliant. He said, Bernardo, can you remind me the name of the guy who had ink in the veins? Okay, I said, okay, Luis. Okay, yeah, I'll call him. Thank you. Yeah. So it's be memorable, do something crazy, right? That guy
Love
did
it.
that, and it really worked for him, and he does that every time. Okay, so of course, if you do something and it works, okay, milk that, right? Make that my part of the presentation. But the thing is, if you don't take risks, you never get that golden nugget, right? So don't be afraid of that. And so to summarize, right? Put yourself in the audience, in the place of the audience, right? Reduce your pitch to the most nucleus, right? To the most concise version you can think about, and then build from there. And if nobody understands what you do, nobody will remember you. No, nobody will refer you. Nobody will buy. Okay, so the thing is, uh, be entertaining, be concise, explain well, and do something crazy every now and then. You're gonna have a way better pitch than you have today. That's guarantee. That's a guarantee. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing with us some of these thoughts on how to have that killer presentation. We want to be memorable. I was reading somewhere we're inundated with between 65 to 75,000 pieces of stimuli on a daily basis, of which our brain can absorb like 2,000. I was reading somewhere we get more in a day than most people used to in a lifetime 3 centuries ago. So there's a lot going on. So we want to be memorable so people will continue to think of us and generate those referrals for us on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
If people are looking to learn more about you, the amazing videos that you make for companies that need help explaining what they do, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn, Bernardo Domingues. Actually, Domingues with a S in the end, not an Z, because everybody thinks Domingues is with a Z in the end, but it's not. And you can find me on my YouTube channel. It's ProAnimation. Okay, so just ProAnimation on the when you can find me there, and you can find me on the my website at the moment has been hacked, so that's not a horrible. Yeah, I'm trying to get it back up, but so I can refer you to that. But okay, just send me an email to bernardo@proanimation.cl. Okay.
Well, thank you so very much for sharing your tips on how to make a killer BNI presentation. And while we talked mainly about the weekly presentation today, I think you should take all of these same tips and apply them to your featured presentations as well.
Of course. Yeah. That's it. Well, I practiced this one a few times. So yeah.
Yes, practice, practice, practice. And for those of y'all watching, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video like this with talking about a software called Udly AI that helps you practice because it measures, are you looking at the screen? Are you centered? Using ums and ahs and things of that nature. So check that video out. Check out Udly. That could be helpful for your practicing, and make sure you're memorable in your presentations. Happy networking, y'all.